Jersey again. That's right, MJ. Hashtag SMTMC. But don't worry, there's no giveaway. But I'm glad you like it. So yes, Show Me the Money Club live Tuesday, 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific. What is going on, everybody? How are you, Sergio?
I'm fine, sir. Hopefully we don't get cut off. We'll have hurricane happening at my house, but
you got like little baby hurricane. We had like big hurricane. We actually had the gust was 79 miles an hour a couple of weeks ago. That was with the story with the BMW.
79?
Yeah. So we were getting blasted. The Toledo was like -7 feet for the lake. We were like 6.5 feet above normal. So you get the lake just at a complete angle, which was good.
Okay, hats off
to
Bills,
you know it.
Hats off to Jeff from Florida. His latest video on the channel, I think was the best one yet. So you guys go check it out. Jeff is teaching you. Jeff's class is in session.
That is true.
101.
That is true. Go check it out after the show. Speaking of the show, let's go to today's rundown, what we got going on for you today. So we're going to start with, are you using the Uber AI assistant?
Yes.
I got a few things on that one. Is Lyft about to raise driver pay? I don't know. Uber and Lyft drivers protest the Waymos. Thank you. All my shout out to all my friends out there protesting those Waymos. Put those damn cones out there. If cones don't work, take your unused child's little baby and then just start putting it on the road like little babies, and then it'll have to stop because it thinks it's a kid. You know, they want to one up and it's a cone. We'll keep going. No. We're gonna take it even further then. And then we got a driver whose earnings were higher in 25 versus 24. Kind of goes along with the video I was talking about today. Then Lyft CEO David Risher's New Year's resolution. Uber's stock plunges after analyst downgrades surge. I don't know if 2.5% down is a plunge, but we'll play with that.
For that day, it was down like 8%. But this is a $250 billion S&P 500 company, bro. This is not a pump and dump. So yeah, that's a plunge.
You know what? I would say Netflix has plunged.
I'm buying Netflix personally. Not a financial investment advice. If you guys are interested, go to my other channel. You guys figure it out. But it's the 5th stock in my long-term portfolio that I'm adding. So there you
go. Well, either way, we're going to be talking about that. Stock is down. And then Uber and Lyft driver wish list for 2026. We got a funnies or crazy. And then driver's corner. What do drivers want in 2026? Kind of going off the wish list. So we're going to go over the wish list and, invite you on to what you would like in 2026. So that is what we're going to be talking about today on the rundown. And of course, we always have our other thing that Sergio does where he will interview a driver who would want to share their story, what's going on in their market, how you can tell Sergio he's wrong, and he'll have to sit there and take it behind the wheel.
For a whole 30 minutes. I reached out to Lyft, by the way. I had forgotten, remember, with that $40,000 tipper or tip receiving driver and 80 was it 80,000 mile or some ridiculous number?
Driver, yep.
Yeah, so I'm waiting to hear from them. And they probably will say no because of privacy issues, they will say, or something. But Lyft, I really want to put them on behind the wheel. So if you're interested, send me an email, Sergio at the rideshareguy.com. I will send you a Zoom link now that everything is settled, New Year's. And we need to get going on behind the wheel because I miss doing those. And yeah, that's it.
All right, well, let's get right into it. Uber, AI. Actually, if you watched anything at CES, the Consumer Electronics Show, everything was AI, 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 AI. Does everybody want AI? Because last I checked, nobody really wants AI, but
I
are
do.
you using Uber's AI assistant? Well, there's certain things I like about AI. There's certain things I think is a joke, and there's a lot of misconceptions about it.
We use AI on the channel. But anyway, so this is from my app. It says, so this popped up like a couple days ago, and I was like, it goes like, ask your AI assistant a question. I go, okay, I'm interested. So I click on it, and then it goes, hi, Sergio, how can I help you today? Here are some ideas. I'm like, sure, why not? Let me see what you know. Let me see what they fed you. What kind of hocus pocus they fed you? And then then I went, okay, where to get chips or LAX, right? I mean, obviously, or airport chips. So it got me these results. So it says LAX currently shows high incoming flight activity with 49 flights. This is in a single hour, folks. FYI, LAX is the second busiest airport in the country, behind Atlanta, Hartsfield, Jackson. And they flip-flop with Chicago O'Hare once in a while, but it's steady second now, especially with the Olympics and World Cup coming up. I'm sure we're going to be number 2. The point is that there are 49 flights coming in, and then there's also probably 50 flights going out. So one plane takes off and lands at LAX every like 40 seconds. It's fucking crazy. Anyway, LAX currently shows high incoming flight activity, 49 flights coming soon. Though it has a long wait time, Burbank and LGB, which is smaller airports, regional airports, have also some activity, but lesser flights. Below are the details. So it gives me all the stuff, information. Hey, look, for me, this may not be important. Okay. But for a newbie, this is not a bad situation. I mean, you know. Well, come on, Chris.
I mean, if you're going to say where to get trips, the AI can actually just go off where it wants you to go and say, oh, well, we need drivers are going to have to be needed in this area. So it can actually disperse drivers where it wants it to be. So then that way you're getting picked up in 5 minutes. We're cutting down on surge even more so. And yeah, there you go. So
I am not saying I'm going to use it, but I attempted to show you guys what it does.
Yeah, no, I mean, aspects of it are nice, so like events, or you could even do like airport activity, different things like that. Good times, good times to drive as it shows on those couple of things. I think if you're going to use it for strategy, then you can definitely benefit from the app. But if you're looking and saying, where should I drive? Don't do that. Definitely don't do that.
I mean,
but if it's going to tell you different things on, you know, making it easier to plan and position yourself properly, then it can probably be pretty damn good.
I think I'd look for a newbie or for a part-timer who has never paid any attention to the 3 Ps, you know what I mean? And who's not a cherry picker. I think this is fine, honestly, because, you know, what you put into it is what you get out of it in this business, like in everything else in life.
You know what? I smell
most of our crowd, most of our crowd is
you know what I want you to do?
What?
I want you to say, find the best spots to drive and have it tell you where to drive for a full 4 hours, and then do a full 4 hours, like literally the next week, and do it as how you would drive normally. And I want to see which one is better. Is it the AI assistant or is it you? Let's see if we can win.
That's actually not a bad idea. I probably will take you up on that. But I did put good times to drive, and it gave me reasonably accurate information. I mean, for Saturdays, prime time driving times, usually evening from 9 p.m. to 12 a.m. I agree. Here are some opportunities to consider. Okay, that's cool. And then, you know, you can get that. And plus you can get more details. So each one of these, by the way, are live links where it says current demand in Angelina Heights and blah, 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 blah. So I was in Pasadena when I did this. And look, all I know is these tools, AI tools, are available for each driver to use or not to use. Most of our crowd are veteran drivers, I'm pretty sure. But Chris, I still get emails saying, oh, thank God, I've been watching you for 6 months. I'm a new driver. I learned a lot from you guys, blah, blah, blah. So I'm like, no, we have this. But again, I get you. I get what you're saying. You know, they're going to direct you to where they want you to be, probably. And in this business, success depends on you driving the way you want to drive, as opposed to you driving the way they want you to drive. So, you know, but then I thought it's a decent tool. I mean,
yeah, certain aspects of it are pretty good. Especially, like I say, if you're using it to plan yourself out position. I like how it does show, like it says about 290 requests came in the last 30 minutes. So it gives you kind of like that aspect, which is nice. So you can see a little bit more information, so you can still plan it. And, you know, if you use that in conjunction with something like Solo to actually see, you know, other data, and kind of work it together, like I say, it just helps with your strategy. I think that's probably going to be the key term this year is strategy, because going into 2026, these algorithms are built for the companies. They're not built for you. They're built for making that trip profitable for them, and they could give a shit less what they're offering for you. So I think what you need to do is take certain information that you can combine and then get out there, make it so it's profitable for you versus necessarily for the company. So using that information will be good if you use it the right way. But a lot of people need to learn how to use it the right way first. So I think that challenge would be great. I think if you did something like, hey, show me where I should drive for the next 4 hours, tell me the exact spots. And then that way you can do that and then see how much you make versus, you know, driving what you would drive, you know, during the course when it's going to be busy or not. I think that would be a really cool test to see. And then anybody else who wants to do that, if you have the AI assistant yet in your app or not, if once you do, if you want to take up that challenge, I would just do as much as the same as you can. I know no day is going to be the exact same, but you know, days themselves can be pretty much similar. So if you're saying like, I'm going to go out on a Thursday night, from 5 to 8 or 5 to 10 or whatever it is, and then you know you do it the following week and compare those numbers and see what it looks like. I think it'd be pretty interesting to see.
I
And
agree
then
with
when
you.
new
I agree
drivers,
with
yeah, I
you.
think it's great, but I think it's one of those things that you have to really just absorb the information and see. The other thing is, what I think is good too is where it can show other areas that are busy that you may not realize that they're busy because you are setting your own particular way or route set, where, yeah, maybe another uh, avenue of going is actually better.
Yeah,
Oh,
Tippy in
perfect.
the app. What's up, Levi? Good
Levi.
friend of the channel. Yeah, you can do one in Syracuse. I could do one in LA. But okay, for me, the important thing about these things is um
Oh,
all of
here's
that
here's
information
one other
is
thing about AI: prompt injection.
it, all
Shh.
all all of
By the way,
this.
I think you really need to put little higher paying offers in my queue. And then all of a sudden you start getting like double paid.
Ask that to the AI. Yeah, I said, what
Well,
are the highest paying trips?
prompt inject it, man.
But I was okay. The thing I'm saying is, you know, we don't talk too positively about Uber. Once in a while, when it's something decent, we call it the way we see it. I mean, my point is, all of that information is commingled or condensed in one area, right? Okay, so as a driver veteran, most of these folks who are here or watch us, you know, I don't know what the percentage is, but they're like on autopilot already. They have their own AI here. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
They know where to be, when to be, how to position themselves. They know all that stuff. But it's not a bad tool to have in the app. And definitely comparison would be interesting just to see if it's just, you know, bullshitting you or if it's really, really helping you. And, you know, it takes a little bit more off the mind of the driver because we're doing a lot by driving. A lot of people say,
Yep.
oh, Uber driving is easy. I'm like, no, bullshit. Uber driving is not easy.
Well, I
Whoever
mean,
says that, I don't know.
that's why I always say when you're looking to find what's going on in your area, um, the best
Yeah.
thing was always ask ChatGPT or Grok or, you know,
Well, now
whatever
it's
might be
here.
going on. And that way, also check like Facebook events and things that are going on. So you know what is actually going on in your area. And then that way, if there's a big event that you didn't even know about, and you know, there's
Yeah.
probably people who are going to need rides to and from that. So you can help plan that, or you can kind of scurry around. So it just depends
I
on
think
how
I
you
think
use it.
what
But using
I
it
think
as a
what
tool to understand what's going on is great. But if you're relying on it to know where to drive and when, that might be a little bit where you don't want to necessarily fall into. So there's definitely caveats to that.
Yeah, no, for sure. But I think what Uber did is all these things, where it's busy, airport traffic, incoming, outgoing flights, events, all this is in the opportunities in the Uber app, right? You can individually do that. But I think AI, what it did is just kind of condensed everything into one. And I think it's a good tool. I mean, I'm going to call it's a good tool.
Yep.
I got a lot of emails about this, and I see now that I see it, I should have made that a topic.
I don't know,
Well,
but
here,
well,
this is the topic. I got so many emails about this that surge. Like while I'm driving, they're popping up and selling me gas discount cards or whatever the heck it is, right? With the Lyft card, debit card. And so I forgot. So yeah, it seems in 42 times an hour. Did you really count 42 times, bro?
It
I don't know.
probably isn't that much, but it's probably pretty damn close. It
It
feels
feels
like
like it,
42. I mean, that would be literally like one every minute and 15 seconds.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, even if it's 22 times, I think I got a lot of emails, so I'll
Actually,
send
you know what?
I'll send
Going
Lyft a note.
before moving on to the next topic, I do want to know: would you use or are you using the AI assistant? 1 for yes, 2 for no, and 3 for being selective on it. Put it in the chat. Let us know.
Okay,
Then, with
sounds
that
good.
being said, let's move on to our next topic. Is Lyft about to raise driver pay?
Again, this is from my Rider app this time, Chris.
It would be
There you
great,
go. Hey, Serge.
but I don't think it's going to.
I don't think so either. Okay, what did I ask Jeremy Bird when he was on the show a month and a half ago? I
Will
asked
the
him this.
reduced
I asked him this exact
insurance
question.
rates actually go to drivers?
Yeah, the SB 371, because Lyft CEO David Risher said they will save $200 million a year because of SB 371, which lowered the commercial insurance coverage for the drivers to 60,000 for uninsured and underinsured motorist insurance. Okay. And he said on a Forbes article, we're going to pay the drivers more. That's public info. Okay. And I asked Jeremy that. He kind of danced around it. But now it seems like it's coming to the riders, because this is from my Rider app. It's not from my driver app. And it says, hey, Serge, 50% off, max up to $9. I go, okay, so I'll take that. But it says on the bottom, the latest for me as a rider, we lowered prices for you. We worked to help pass SB 371 and new California law that lowers rideshare insurance costs. Now we're lowering prices for you. Okay, cool.
Yes, they are lowering prices of what you can get for the insurance.
Well, don't get hit by an uninsured or underinsured motorist, because the coverage is shit now. What is that? 60,000 now, right? 60,000? Yeah, that won't even cover. Gosh, I don't know. Fuck. And don't get injured. Go have a dash cam, all that good stuff. Anyway, so it says we lowered prices for you. So the question is, what do you think? You think they're gonna next step is gonna be raising the fares for the driver?
No, you know what they're going to do?
What
They're
are they
going to
gonna
play
do?
with their numbers. You want to know how they're going to play with their numbers? I'll tell you exactly how right now. So let's say we got a ride for $50. Okay. We got a ride. The passenger paid $50. The driver makes 10.
Okay.
Awesome. So you can say, well, so $40 goes towards the Lyft fee, but we only took $6 out of that. So, out of the remaining, the $34, where's that go? Oh, well, that's a commercial insurance. That's external expenses. We can't control that. So they're going to say, well, the percentage of what the driver makes on the passenger fare has gone up. They're not going to pay you anything more. So basically, instead of it being $34, let's say now it's $10. It can bring it down to. So now that passenger is paying $25, and the driver makes $10. Lyft will say is going to make $5, and then external expenses is going to be $10. There's your $25, but they didn't pay you anything more. You know what they did? They just changed the percentage of what the driver made compared to the overall passenger payment. That's how they're going to get you saying, well, drivers were making on average about 50%, but after this change, now they're making about 70% of the fare or 60% of the fare. Okay. I believe that. That's what they're going to do. They're going to finagle the numbers around to make it look like the drivers are making more, but in reality, they didn't say a damn thing.
Not yet, but I will send an email to Lyft about this as well. So I'm taking notes as I speak. So there was a question. Chat's going. He goes, dumb question. Where is the AI button on the Uber app? Okay, if you turn on your app, to the left of the go button, maybe not everybody has this. This is because it says beta. Maybe they're testing it on me. Right above the security button.
Special app.
Okay, whatever. Right. It's on the left of the go button, but there's a security button there. Right above it is the AI sign. So that's the one there. Okay, there you go. Yes, I do have a special app. Okay, hold on a second.
Yeah, I don't have it on my app right now.
Jeremy Bird told you how they were going to raise pay for drivers, more rides and more available active hours. He said that at least twice. Well, as we know,
there you go.
Is that Todd? I think that's Todd, right?
That's another.
So
that's
more rides. So you drive more, you make more. That's been the story, Todd, for the last 11 years. Especially when they cut the rates, they go like, "Yeah, market's busier." So every metric that I look at over the last 5 years proves it, that on the Uber app specifically, driver hours have gone up, but pay has decreased. The reason people are driving more is to make the same amount of money they were making 2 years ago. So I'm not buying into that.
And that's why I put a post on the community tab a few days ago. So if you want to participate in that, I basically said, or the question is, would you rather ... take more trips for less money?
I saw that.
Or take less trips for more money. 92% said take less trips for more money. Well, I don't know what's going on with the 8% that said take more trips for less money.
Well, I don't know. I don't know about the 7%, but well, that's the bad. Okay, so okay, so it's not about quantity; it's about quality, folks. Okay, yep. I'm not telling you to be a cherry picker, super cherry picker, or whatever, because there aren't too many cherries in California. But and there's surge or whatever. All I'm saying is quality over quantity. Uber and Lyft want you to do quantity over quality. Keep that active hour going. Keep the utilization rate at 90%. Half of those trips you're going to do are not profitable for you. So you have to understand it. So you're saying they're not going to pay you more, right?
I don't think so. I don't think they're going to pay more. I think they're going to lower the rates.
Have to find out.
I think they're going to lower the rates what's going to end up happening, as somebody had pointed out. Yeah, they're probably going to say if rates are lower, it's going to lead to more people using the app, and then you're going to be busier. Which that part is true, and you could be making more. But when it comes down to if you're actually going to be paid more per ride, I don't think so. I think what they're going to do is try to finagle the numbers and make it look like percentage-wise, saying like, before SB 371 went in effect, drivers were essentially only making 50% of the fare because most of that was having to go to commercial insurance. Now that we have put in SB 71, drivers are now making more of what the passenger paid. So they're going to do something like that, but they're not going to actually raise what drivers made. It's all, a way to make something sound different than what it actually is. So then people will think, oh, the driver's actually making more than what they're supposed to. And then, that's that.
Okay. Well, actually, I
what's wrong with comments?
What are we fixing?
Yeah.
Comment slot? I don't know. There's nothing to fix. Everything is working well. It's 1 hour, and I'm not sure. In your email, can you please tell them we need more money for... See, these are the things that I cannot change. I have no superpowers. I will tell them, but they will not listen. They will throw it in the round.
You might be able to.
Yeah. People I get these emails, bro. I get these emails. Look, man, I'm looking for... I read every email. I respond to every email. And I do fully understand, folks, that every driver's problem on their own means the world to them, right? But some of the stuff is so like minuscule that it's control. Like I'm not even sure this is an issue. I mean, What I would suggest for you guys or gals is just forget about it. Move on. Just, it's okay not to get a cancellation fee once in a while. It's cool. It's fine. Don't waste 3 hours to get that $3. This economically doesn't make sense. So
What's the best way to drive on New Year's Eve? Bro,
that
the New Year just started.
10 days ago, bro.
You got to wait a whole year.
We'll let you know on December 25th this year. Yeah. I'm new here, but I drive Uber and Lyft part-time because the
last December show.
Hold on, we have a newbie. Let's get him on the right track. Hold on, one at a time, Chris. I'm new here, but I drive Uber and Lyft part-time because I stay. Okay, cool. Well, great.
That is one of the good things about Uber and Lyft.
Okay, that passed, but we have a video on the channel already, and we have probably multiple videos from past years how to drive on New Year's Eve, because things have changed. This year, Uber and Lyft did not put any bonuses out. So my thing is, there is other things coming up. Let me get to you, Wicked 19801. You have Valentine's Day coming up. That's going to be pretty interesting, pretty big day. You have Mother's Day coming up. You have Super Bowl coming up. These are all days you should be driving. You don't have to wait until New Year's. Then obviously, then you have Thanksgiving. Then you have
that would be
all kinds of Halloween. You have Halloween is bigger than New Year's. So start watching some of our videos from the past. I'm sure there's a bunch on the channel, and you learn.
Yeah, or that would be extremely part-time. Well, I'm driving part-time, and but
I mean,
there's a lot of different things. The thing is, go back, watch some of the videos talking about when the best times are to drive, when you should go out. And compare it to your market. Look at use the Uber AI assistant if you have it. Look at Solo. Look at ChatGPT and see what's going on in your area. Those types of things, and then kind of plan out how you're going to go out and when you're going to go out.
I agree with you. But we always have good information, and plug to our blog or newsletter, free newsletter, folks. Go subscribe. In fact, I think one of my articles in November was when and where best times and places to drive. So I'll read that article. At least subscribe to the newsletter. You'll get good info out of it. So.
Yep. All right, let's move on. Let's talk about Uber and Lyft drivers are protesting Waymo. Hell yeah, drivers, get those cones.
This is all for you, son, right there. This is all for you, Chris. All this segment is yours. I'm just gonna recline and decline. That's what's going on.
Well, I think it's fantastic. So get out there, protest, do what you got to do. But yes, Uber and Lyft drivers are protesting Waymo taxis in California, considering further regulations. So drivers are protesting self-driving taxis in San Francisco on Friday, urging state regulators to exercise greater oversight of AVs, given recent events which the cars killed pets and blocked traffic. And if you
did they really kill pets?
I guess so. And the other one, if you saw the Waymo that was driving on the railroad tracks.
I saw that one.
And the train was coming and the people had to get out.
Okay, this is the new thing, by the way, Chris. People send me all these Waymo accidents and things that happen, email. I like Waymo. Chris hates Waymo.
Yeah, send it to me.
Send them to Chris. Send all the Waymo bullshit to Chris, because I think it's the future of transportation. I like Waymo.
Email me. Here, I'll tell you what. Don't email me links. I'll never open a link through an email. I don't do it.
How the fuck are you supposed to look at it then?
Because I'll find it on X. The easiest thing to do is just tag me on X. I'll see it and laugh my ass off. I'll probably repost it and enjoy. So
okay, see, you have company. I hate Waymo in capital letters.
I
hate Waymo.
What are you talking about? There's a whole protest that's happening in San Francisco on Friday. So I think I'm in good company.
Have you guys been in one? I mean,
no, but I've seen
those better than me.
I want to piss all over them.
Look, San Francisco is the battleground. This protest was in San Francisco, by the way, because Uber is testing their cars with Nuro and Rivian. That's a nice car, bro. That's like an $80,000 car doing $4 trips. I'm like, it's like, I don't know how that's going to work out.
Yeah. So they said about two dozen drivers. So you get about 20, 25 people there. And supporters also held up signs calling for safer streets and greater accountability outside. I wonder if Joe was there, actually. Dark Road Run. I wonder if he was there or not. because he's in San Fran. So I wish I would have known, but if not, yeah, they're trying to push more regulation on AVs. But
how much more can I support my human drivers? I mean, for God's sakes, man. Look, all I'm saying is it's the future of transportation. I've been saying this forever. Don't put your head in the sand and say nothing is going to happen. One Waymo equals 3 drivers.
well, you know what? I hope
Okay.
AVs are the same way as NFTs. They just fall flat on their fucking
You're
face,
correct.
and we're done.
Okay. Well, I'm saying it's the future of transportation. It may not be here, maybe for another 3 years, 5 years, but these trips that they do is going up exponentially, like on a past a 45-degree curve, almost going parabolic.
Yeah, but again,
Over a
here's
million
the thing.
trips, bro. I'm
Yeah,
like,
okay, but here's the thing. How much of it is actually being ordered versus inflated? And
what do you
what the
mean?
inflated number is that you order a ride expecting a person to come, and then a Waymo shows up because they're feeding the Waymo trip, or the trip to the Waymo instead.
No. The places
That's
Uber has an exclusive with Waymo, they are feeding the Waymos before they feed the driver. No, because Waymos are in a geofenced
yeah.
area.
And then how many
In
people don't
LA,
want
in
Waymos?
LA, hold on. In LA, Waymo and Uber don't have an exclusive. So Waymo, you have to order a Waymo on the Waymo app itself. Okay. So, but I did the article again. You guys go check it out. Waymos are already affecting driver pay with limited scale and in geofenced areas and only 6 or 7 cities or states. This is coming, folks. So get your head out of the sand and plan B, plan C, plan D, because like it or not, this is what's going to happen. So
I wouldn't mind if it was like an NFT and fell flat on its face, though. But I like to drive too much, and you know what? I would much rather have my flying car. That's all I have to say. So
yeah.
we still haven't had the CEO of what was that company that's doing the drone cars? I want one.
Oh, Archer Aviation.
Archer, yes, that's right.
Well, Harry interviewed that guy, I think.
Oh, well, I
And
want my
then
own.
there is Archer Aviation, and there is one more. I'll remember it in a minute. They're both public
There's a
companies.
couple.
Yeah.
Yeah. So spokesperson for Waymo, owned by Google's parent company Alphabet, said Waymo is on a mission to be the world's most trusted driver, making it safe, more accessible, more sustainable. No, no, thank you.
Hey, I
In
in
September, a Waymo
April of this year, thinking Waymo was completely discounted in Google's stock price. In my long-term port, I bought Google, full transparency, at $152 a share. It closed at $330 a share today.
Oof.
You guys got to start thinking.
Oof.
Okay. And I have called cover calls for May because I want to hold 1 year and 1 day, get my 200% out of it. All I'm telling you guys is you need to start investing. You need to start thinking out of the box. So that's that. So, okay. I have an investment in Waymo / Google. So yeah.
All right. Well, let's move on. Let's talk about a driver whose earnings were higher in 25 than 24.
Are you here, Jeff?
Where is the snowman?
Well, he's the snowman from the Sunshine Man. Okay, this print came out too fucking small. I can't see any of this shit.
Well, you're the one who posted, who printed
I've been
out
the one
like
that posted it. Yeah, I was like, so Jeff said, if you're going to talk about this, which I said I will, Jeff is our sunshine. He's here. He's here. There it is, Sunshine Man. Jeff, you got to change your YouTube name
You're
to
now the
Snowman
or the Mile High
Snowman.
Man. Actually, you should be the Mile High Man.
Mile High Man. Okay, yeah, Jeff. We need you to change your name to Mile High Man. So please
like
send
that
all
much better.
inquiries to Jeff how he's pulling this, because all my hats off to him. Jeff has been keeping a detailed log, spreadsheets, whatever you want to do, of all his driving. But he used to drive first of all, he used to drive in Myrtle Beach or Charleston area in South Carolina. Now he moved to Colorado, Denver. Completely different market every which way, from tourism, high tips, beautiful weather, to shit weather, a completely liberal state, city, whatever the heck it is. And then, forget the politics of it, and weather, snow, all that shit. And then he sat down and pulled his numbers. And here it is, Chris. Go ahead. Go ahead, buddy.
All right. Says, hope you enjoyed your week off and the family time. Currently posting every Tuesday a Tips Tuesday on one of the Uber Lyft sites. I don't have any up-to-date info on Uber tipping results. I used info from a 2021 report on millions of rides from 2017 to 2018. If you have articles on real numbers, okay, that's something else. Sorry. My spreadsheet now lists the last 4 years. I'll give you the highlights. 2025, Myrtle Beach, January through April. Best first quarter I've had for average per 12 hours a day and for tips. Average per day is 386, over 20% better than 2024. Rider average tips was 46%, when usually it's 40 to 41, always my lowest quarter. April matched my 2022 numbers, but I had huge bonuses. April tip average at 54%, tied my second highest. Last day in Charleston, my best day ever. Ooh, for 12 hours at 591 with 164 in tips and 15 tips out of 21 rides. Tip average in South Carolina for the quarter was 648, probably highest for any quarter ever. So, wow, good job, Jeff. And then 25 Colorado, May to December, over 700 rides average, only 300 per day, but with minutes sitting on driveway or in a parked lot online without a ride counting as driving time, it would have been around 314 per day in South Carolina. Rider tip average was 36%, which I'm happy about. Thought it would be around 30. So he's still pulling it in. Don't let him get you wrong there. Many younger people and ones who speak little or no English. Lucky to have 36%, which includes a double tip from a homeless man. Hey, yo. And a tip average is 578, which is higher than the 3 previous years. So he's still doing good. So the totals are average per 12-hour day was 336, is 4% higher than 2024 and 2022 with a $5,000 bonus in money. Rider tip average 41% was 5th straight year, 40 to 45. Money tip average 615, highest ever. Have over 16,000 total rides. But with family here, I won't hit 20,000 till the end of 2028. Planning to publish another book when I do. Woo, baby. So, Jeff, yes, please change it to the Mile High Man. You might get a couple of laughs out of that. And who knows, maybe it'll boost your tip percentage from 36 to that 40%.
Well, Jeff, I mean, here you go. This man, you know.
I think actually, you know what, Jeff? You know what? I think we need to do a follow-up on Behind the Wheel, talking about your numbers, and then moving from South Carolina to Colorado, what your strategy has been, how it's changed, what stayed the same, and how you've been able to use that in your market. And then on top of that, I think we should also talk how you're giving such good rides that your tip count is 36% in Colorado.
That's insane. That's insane. I thought the tip would collapse in Denver, Colorado. No, I mean, it's less, obviously, but nothing like what I expected, right? That's insane. So Jeff drives, by the way, on the weekends. He drives 2 or 3 12-hour shifts. So he's not completely part-time. He drives. And Jeff's claim to fame is he accepts every single trip, 100% acceptance rate. And he only drives on Uber. So we did find a driver who's making more money than he did in 2025 than in 2024. Not only that, moving cities, he seems like he acclimated and adjusted really well, keeping his numbers up there. There you go. I mean, what else is there to say? Like, Jeff is the man. Jeff, the sunshine man to the snowman, is the man.
Mile High Man.
Mile High Man, whatever you want to do it. So are you still, well, yeah, I haven't spoken to Jeff for a while. He's probably still driving the same car with the crazy mannequin in the fucking middle of the car, you know?
What was it, Karen?
Yes. Oh, no, Karen, no.
This is what's going to happen to you if you're Karen in my car.
I mean, I don't know about that. I think I have some issues about that.
Speaking of inside a car, holy crap. So I was leaving Five Guys today. Yes, I went to Five Guys for dinner. I was leaving after taking the food so we can go home and eat. Somebody had a laptop sitting in their car It wasn't a cop car. It wasn't anything like that. It was somebody's personal car. They had their laptop sitting literally right in the right next to them as they're driving. I'm like, oh geez, I can only imagine how bad that driver is.
Yeah. Well, yeah,
Don't do that. Please
that's a
don't do
no.
that.
You gotta. Okay, Jeff. If you don't mind, Jeff, put your like burner email if you have one in the chat, because I'm gonna get emails saying, "Oh, that guy's for fraud," blah blah blah, and then here's one. It goes says,
No. You know why they call him a
no,
fraud
not
is
that
because
one.
they can't do it themselves.
No, hold on.
And they
Look,
think
this is
they
a
know
valid
everything, but
question,
they
bro.
don't.
This is a valid question. Let's not discount this. Those seem to be
No,
gross
no.
numbers for Jeff. Okay, what is the net after miles and expenses? That's a fair question, right? So,
Yeah,
Jeff,
that's.
instead
I'm
of
not
me
talking about
playing
that
like
though.
agent for you, why don't you put your email here and then people can send you? Look, man, I'm telling you, you're the man. You got 50% tips in South Carolina. Go to Denver, which I thought your tips would collapse to 10%. Now you're like 40, 36%, some ridiculous fucking thing. So I'm going like, people can get tips from you. So put your email here and then have drivers email you directly instead of me playing forwarding game with you guys. So there you go.
Well, I think that's why we need to have him on a BTW, and then that way they can all wait until that
One
point.
more. He has been already there twice, bro. Nobody has done it 3 times.
Well, I mean, he's got a good reason to have him on there.
Okay.
I mean,
Then.
especially
Well, actually, that's a good topic, though. Like, if you move
I think that,
cities, how do you adjust
yeah,
and do that? That's
adjusting the cities, what you had to adjust, what you changed, what you kept the same, what you've learned, that type of thing, I
Okay.
think is huge. And then,
All right, Jeff,
bringing that tip percentage from one area to the next, even though, by all accounts, Denver should be much lower.
Okay,
But
Jeff, you got it. Number 3 coming up, Jeff. I'll email you and then we'll set it up. And I think that's a good topic because a lot of drivers go, I'm moving cities, all that stuff. And he seemed like he acclimated pretty well and continuing to kill it in Denver, Colorado. So,
yep. All right, well, let's move on. Let's talk about David Risher's New Year's resolution. And David, I think it should be to unblock me from X because I haven't done a damn thing.
I honestly fucking tried. Okay. Are you still blocked?
Yeah.
No, you're not. Are you?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Hold on. I'll open it up.
I may be going up to. I may be. You know what? We have a.
When you go to San Francisco.
We have an event coming up at the end of the month. Maybe we can put a good word in for you.
Yeah, because people are they're the ones who are tagging me and then complaining about. Still blocked.
Oh fuck.
So people will like I'll make a post.
Oh,
and then people will be like, David Risher, what's this?
I may be blocked. Like, I'm not sure. Am I blocked?
Come on, you can't. And unblock.
If I'm blocked, then we're all blocked. That's what I'm checking. Hold on. Let me see if I'm blocked on X.
Well, either way, that is
no. We follow each other, so we're not. I'm not. Thank you, David. Block all these assholes, David. Block them all except me.
that is the New Year's resolution you need to have, David, is to unblock me from X. It's not like I'm the one who's actually shit posting. It's the other people who are tagging you in my post that's questioning or critical of Lyft, not tagging you, not even tagging Lyft. Just stating my case and saying what is going on here and letting chat decide in the comments what they want to talk about. So whatever. Either way.
There you go. See? Before we go into David's resolution, I've been doing pretty well since I first talked to you guys. See what I mean? We help people. I got about 50% tips. 50%. Whoa. Jeff, here you go, Jeff. You got competition. Tips also usually make about 3:15, 10 hours before. Okay. Robert Culpepper, email me, Sergio at therideshareguy.com. You're on The Price is Right. That's called Behind the Wheel. There you go. Okay.
Well, also, I want to know, what market are you in?
Well, we'll find that out when we're doing the interview.
All right. Well, let's talk about the New Year's resolution, which I find amazing is on LinkedIn. And was it anywhere else?
I didn't see it. I saw it on LinkedIn.
I can't tell on X. I don't know.
It's a light week. Let me just snap this. I'm desperate. I was desperate this week. Okay, so David goes, happy 2026. Like many of you, I've made a few New Year's resolutions for myself. Exercise a little more, drink a little less. Tomorrow wines are my secret weapon. That's probably like a non-alcoholic kind of a shit or whatever. And reach out to friends more often than it's comfortable. It's comfortable. Wonderful. I like that. Okay. So in my role, I've also got some resolutions for Lyft. Above all, I resolved that Lyft will elevate the rideshare experience for the industry in 2026. Every industry needs a leader. I want that to be Lyft. Commendable. Good luck. I'm not being facetious, David, if you're watching this. I have no problem. And here it comes. There are 3 areas in particular Lyft will lead. Look at that. Look at this. Less rideshare and shitification.
How?
David, the top and shitification, David, is happening on the driver's side with the hocus pocus 70-30 split, David. Okay,
yeah.
David, that's the top end shitification you need to work on.
And then many of the deactivations, the unjust deactivations that are getting good drivers kicked off the platform, allowing for shitty drivers to come on the platform who don't give a shit. And then thirdly, the pay going down where drivers have to make a choice between going out and driving or getting their car fixed.
Yes.
That shouldn't be a choice.
Let's see what he says.
That should not be a problem. There should be enough pay coming in. But also the other side of the coin that I will give Lyft is that drivers also need to prepare and understand that your car is not perfect all the time. And if you're going to drive it a shit ton of miles, especially for full-timers, you're going to put a lot of miles on your car. You better make sure you put aside money for maintenance.
Absolutely. Not only just maintenance, but for investing as well. So let's rideshare and certification. I wrote about this last year because he made friends with our good friend, right? Cory Doctorow.
Yep.
I wrote about it last year, and while we made progress, we still got ways to go. David, we need to speak about this certification thing. I have like 8 million screenshots of external fees and Lyft service fee getting flip-flopped and this 70-30 thing.
Serge,
we need to talk about this. No, they were not edge cases, Chris, as we know. More ambitious growth. Okay, we will expand our services out to our geographies in Europe, but we're not in Europe. And black car service. Okay, I get that. Next one. Next screenshot. And more transformational shifts. Self-driving cars are going to be a huge boost for the rideshare industry. And Lyft is incredibly well positioned. Now, that I don't know about that. That sounds like a,
it sounds like we're trying to appease a shareholder.
In 2026, we'll make the great strides in creating leading hybrid network, conjoining the best human and autonomously driven cars. Now, note to our investors, we are not interested in that. Well, although I am interested in that. I mean, maybe you all should be interested in that. Lyft stock about 19.5. It was as high as 27, so maybe it's time to nibble. And a final resolution. In 2026, I resolved to keep driving with Lyft as often as I can. My hat's off to you on that one, Lyft. I mean, David, except that, don't do 4 trips in Napa. I would like you to drive with your security detail at 2 a.m. in Oakland. Let's see where we are there. Why are you laughing?
Because that'll never happen.
There's no better way to learn about what drivers and riders really want. Drivers, you just need to talk to me, David. We got this shit under control here. You don't need to drive because David says, I'm driving for learnings, not for earnings. But David, drivers are driving for earnings, not learnings. Get it? Mm-hmm. So there is a disconnect here. So we should talk, David. Maybe I'll be in San Francisco on the 28th, so we'll see how that goes. Resolutions are easier to make than keep, but you've got my teams and my commitment to try like hell. My hat's off to you, David. Happy to share them with you. Keep us accountable, and let's enjoy the ride together, David. There you go. That's David Risher's New Year's resolution. There's a lot more work ahead. Right, I agree with that.
Not one thing about Driver anywhere.
No, well, I don't think it belongs on LinkedIn. But enshittification, David, top enshittification, buddy. 70-30 split, hocus pocus, external fees, and Lyft service fee. Yeah. So we need to talk about that. We need to at least fix it to a point. Okay. So, all right. There you go.
All right, well, let's move on. Let's talk about Uber stock plunging.
Well, 20% is big, bro. Look, considering markets at an all-time high index and stock is down 20%-ish from the high.
Yeah, but how long ago was that high? So...
what was 90? What 98? Oh no, it was above 100. Anyway, so this is the reason.
Yeah, the latest was at 99.72 when it closed was November 3rd of 25. So over the last couple of months, it dipped in mid-December down to almost 79.14, and now it's sitting at 85.41. So, I mean, if you look, yeah, but it's testing itself.
Well, all I know is market all-time highs. If the stock is down 15%, S&P 500 stock, you got to pay attention. So, but the problem with this is a very influential analyst, by the way. Okay, so in my world, folks, of Wall Street, there is ratings that analysts put on stocks, okay, individual stocks. Buy, hold, and sell. Simple. No analyst, all sell-side analysts, meaning they have customers, they have retail and have institutional clients, they never put a sell target or sell rating on anything that I've seen the last 35 years. Literally, okay? So this guy, Melius Research cut his rating to sell from hold. And I'm going like, whoa, hold on a second. Hold on. Hold means just hold. Actually, hold means actually
Hold
sell.
means sell.
So there is buy, there is like outperform, there's all these ratings. So you have to understand the lingo. Hold actually means don't hold on Wall Street lingo. But he went to sell. So sell meaning you can even short the thing. Pointing to growing competitive pressures across ride hailing and delivery, Melia said Uber remains the dominant global platform, we agree, but argued that leadership brings added risk as rivals scale, i.e. Lyft. And the firm highlighted autonomous vehicle competition as a key overhang heading into 2026, with wider deployment likely to challenge pricing power and long-term returns. Now, I'm not sure, but if you talk to anybody at Uber, they're very hyped up and pumped up like David is at Lyft about autonomous vehicles. Because Uber, I think, signed over 120 collaborations or deals with companies like Lucid and WeRide and Pony AI and all these companies around the globe, since they're global, and in the US. So I don't know, but if you guys are interested, maybe you should go nibble on, again, none of this is trading financial investment advice. Stock is 84. Maybe if it dips to 80 again, 20% from the high. If you do believe in being partners with Uber, go ahead and buy it.
Yeah, maybe they'll listen to you as a shareholder.
Well, that's okay. If I was an Uber shareholder, I would tell you I'm an Uber. Like I said, I'm a Google shareholder. So there you go.
Yep. All right. Well, let's move on. Let's talk about Uber drivers' wish list for 2026.
Okay, this is an article that just came out about a week before New Year's. Okay, I put a lot of time in this, so just go freaking read it to start with. And actually, I got a lot of emails. So when I do write an article, I put my email on the bottom. So I get a lot of, instead of them commenting on the article, they send me emails. And a lot of people agreed with my resolution or my conclusions. So as 2025 comes to a close, the rideshare world sits at a crossroads. Uber and Lyft have enjoyed, they definitely have. And that's why I did at about the same time, I did my petition, right? We're up to, I think, like 2,000 signatures, still going. If you haven't signed it, please go sign it. Open letter to the CEOs of Uber and Lyft. Uber and Lyft have enjoyed strong stock performances, absolutely, rising profitability and renewed investor confidence. Meanwhile, drivers who keep the platforms moving continue to work through rising expenses, volatile pay, and ever-shifting set of incentives and algorithms. In 2026, is 2026 going to be the year where drivers feel respected, valued, and fairly compensated? The platforms must start listening to the people behind the wheel. Now, all of them are going to go say, you're smoking crack, Serge. None of this is going to happen. All the naysayers are about to come in the chat now, so I expect that. Here are the 2026 wish lists from Uber and Lyft driver community, reflecting the real challenges, frustrations, and hopes of millions of gig workers across the country. All right, so let's see if you guys agree. Can you read this one? It's too small for me.
Oh man, you got to work on your cropping here.
Okay, no, okay. The reason I didn't take it from the article itself is because the article is full of ads, and I don't know how to just get around that. So this is my Google Docs original article, actually.
Gotcha. All right. Well, number one is transparent and stable earnings.
Yeah.
You want me to read the whole thing or just?
No, you don't need to, but you can do the bullet points if you like, maybe.
Sure. So in 2026, drivers want clear per mile and per minute rates, transparent, fair breakdowns, and hidden adjustments that reduce earnings, and honest communication before pay changes are implemented. Number two is a driver bill of rights. So that would include a clear process before deactivation, the right to appeal with a real human review, protection from fraudulent rider complaints, and transparency around safety-related decisions.
Now, the companies will say we have done a lot about these things. About transparent and stable earnings, no. Earnings are very volatile in the rideshare world, especially after upfront fares. And the driver bill of rights could be expanded, obviously, but I think the fact that I still get, Chris, 25 to 30 emails a week of help, crying for help because they got deactivated, because they think I can do something about it, still shows that there is a problem and some people are falling through the cracks for doing nothing. That's why I would tell you guys, go get a freaking dash cam. So number 3.
So number 3 is fair compensation for wait time and dead miles. So waiting for passengers, sitting in airport queues, driving to pickup locations, and traveling back from remote drop-offs.
That needs to get fixed somehow.
Yep. So 26 drivers want a minimum guarantee rate for pickup distances, compensation for long waits at airport or event venues, better pay for trips that take drivers far outside the city. And number 4 is improved safety tools for faster emergency response. So faster 911 integration, automatic incident recordings, and better identity verification for passengers, immediate support after safety reports.
Yep.
Let's
And
go to
the next one, number 5.
5 is a real loyalty program for high-rated and long tenured drivers. So something like a driver with 20,000 trips gets paid the same. So should have something like higher base rates for top performers, priority access to longer or higher value trips, bonuses for maintaining exceptional ratings, discounts on gas maintenance or insurance.
You know, a lot of drivers, Chris, care about their rating, right? And unfortunately, I emailed them back saying, you're not getting paid more to have a 5.0, and they're proud of their ratings, right?
Yeah.
And I'm going like, so if the company should understand that and say, okay, here's a little candy for having a 5, or maybe quarterly bonus. If you keep between 490 and 5 and you do 300 trips a quarter or 500 trips a quarter, if you kept there, here's a few $100 or something. I'm going to work on this really hard. This part, I'm going to work on this really hard this year, or stock options, or whatever the heck it is. Better drivers need to get paid more, period. That's it.
Well, I mean, better drivers should, because if you think about it, just look at a cost standpoint from a company. If you have there's 3 types of drivers out there. You have a good driver who is, real well at what they're doing. And I'm talking about just driving in general. They drive like grandmas in the car. Okay. So they're going to make a good experience, but they're also a lower risk. So if a lower risk comes to you, that means your insurance rates would be lower for that particular driver. And don't tell me they're not getting down to the per driver basis when it comes to insurance rates. It's not a blanket. They're definitely able to lump drivers into a particular segment when it comes to commercial insurance rates. And if you have a good driver who is driving well, that's lower risk, but it's lower risk to the company. It's more profitable for a better driver. Share the profit. Yeah. Then you have a bad driver. Now they're not a horrible driver. We'll get to that in a second. But you have the bad driver who, couple accidents, not really good behind the wheel. They're going to be a higher liability to you because they're going to cost you more. And then you have the drivers that are uninsurable, meaning you can't actually put them on the platform. So if you are a business owner, and this is not Lyft or Rideshare, if you are a business owner and you have vehicles that go to customers' houses, if you are supplying the vehicles, when it comes to insurance, they will take their account into effect of what their previous driving history is. Some people that you may want to hire, you may not be able to hire because they will not actually give them an insurance policy or allow them on your insurance policy if you're supplying cars to them.
Yeah.
So how would that be any different when it comes to Uber or Lyft?
That's because we're not employees. That's one thing. But
yeah, but I mean, when it comes down to this, you can say, oh, I'm sorry. Unfortunately, due to your driving history, you cannot come on the platform. we've seen people that cannot get onto the platform. Maybe they need to do a little bit better. So then you have the good drivers that are on, but the good drivers should be rewarded versus the bad drivers.
I think with the pay going south, with expenses going higher, with inflation as it is, as we know, there has to be, at the moment, there's no incentive for a driver unless they are personally taking responsibility themselves to have a cleaner car, a newer car, a nice smelling car, because there's no incentive. It used to be the incentives, they were there. Now there's no incentive. So incentives may have to readjust it and change. But people may reject this and object to this. I believe if you're a 490 to 5 driver over thousands of trips and you're doing this and your results are there, you should get something. You should get a bonus. You should be a quarterly bonus or whatever it is. They have to be incentivized, because the schmuck with a shit car at 465 versus a 499 should not be getting paid the same. And Uber and Lyft, as business people, must understand this, that if you put one of your riders, Uber and Lyft, into a 465 car, that's with the bumper falling off, versus a 499 car, the driver car, that rider is going to tend to come back to that service thinking that it is the service that you're providing. So I'm thinking this is like a no-brainer, So I'm going to work hard on this year. Yeah.
Yep. All right, let's move on to 6, and that is an end to algorithmic punishment. So that would be like an example for declining too many unprofitable trips. You get that, you got to, do you want to stay on the platform? Or, accepting trips is part of everything. So we keep drivers and riders going. That crap. Rejecting a $3 ride in heavy traffic, and then canceling because a passenger is nowhere to be found. Why should you be done for that? Number 7 is more control and customization. So the ability to set trip distance filters, options to avoid certain neighborhoods, better upfront details on passenger, and just going back, the options to avoid certain neighborhoods, that would not be in any sort of racist manner. That would be because there's no rides coming in that area.
Yeah. That plus,
and then better upfront details on passenger destinations, or a preferred rider program. I like that rider. I wouldn't mind being paired with them again.
Yeah, for sure. What do you say to that, Chris? Should we call Harry about this? Get an RV. Get an RV in summer. Get an RV in summer, and then do a trip. Get like a 20-city tour.
I wouldn't mind doing that.
Let's do it. Let's talk to Harry about it, because it'll take 6 months to get that shit taken care of. Number 8, lower platform fees, and the top complaint in the driver world these days is take rate. If you ask Uber and Lyft, they're only taking 20%. I'm going like, no. If you charge a rider 100, you pay me 50, you took 50%. What you did with that 50% is your business, not my business. Just like I have my cost of running my business, from my insurance, from my oil changes, from all the shit that costs have gone up 50%. Actually, if you ask the government, it's probably more over the last 5 years for maintaining my car. You're in the business. You have no expenses other than your employees and your coders and whatever, buildings and leases and whatever not, except that if you charge 100, take 50, you took 50%, Uber and Lyft. So don't come back to me with, no, whatever. So last but not least, my take, better 2026 is possible if Uber and Lyft choose it. Again, we have no control, but we respectfully ask these things from these companies. And, we talk to them a lot. And, they're aware. The point is, will they pay more at some point in this glut of drivers and economy slowing down and people getting laid off, and first thing they do is get into the gig world? And I'm like, probably not, but we can try. We're not going to quit about it. But so please go check this article out and other wonderful articles I write for our blog on our newsletter. It's free. So There you go.
And speaking of when it comes
Was this
to
the one?
What?
Is this the one?
No, hold on. Speaking of going over the wish list that Sergio had written for, we wanted to invite you guys on to talk about what you would wish for when it comes to 2026 and going beyond that. So make sure you click the link We are going to go through this one part next. And then, hopefully we'll have a couple of people that can come on, share their thoughts on that, and then we'll go from there. So, yes, let's talk about this one, which is a funny or a crazy. What's that say, Sergio?
Get the. That's not real, bro.
You sure about that?
Bro,
Can I make a love stain in your car?
Wow, fuck.
So
I don't know. I mean, for me, it would be a no. I'm a married man. But
hold on. Before we go on or say what it says, if you're watching this, you can read what it says. But if you're listening because you're driving passengers around right now, we're gonna say, can I you in the car, or can I you off in the car? You could probably get what that would be.
Wow.
It does. Yeah. I mean, there's been quite a few times, but this was very, very much out there. So this was a passenger sent this to the driver, as you can see now from the rider. And
holy shit, bro.
Yeah. Yeah. Lyft. What's up with that? I think that this passenger
verified,
I don't know.
Verified rider.
Yeah.
I mean, look, okay, 11,000 trips, it has never happened to me. Not through text. Not like this. But
yeah, no, I haven't had texts like that, but definitely when they get in the car, for sure.
Yeah, no, in the car is a different story. Not like before you get in the car. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
I mean, look at this one. This one says it happens all the time. I had marriage proposals.
Oh, you gotta get the threesomes, man. That's so much better.
Oh.
Verified jerker. Yep. There you go.
See what I mean?
Yeah, I came across this. And I'm just like, oh, I got to throw this on SMTVC.
Look at this one. Like,
I had that offer one time.
You degenerates, man.
You know what? Honestly, that is what I notice more. The ones that are the texts like this usually come from guys to other guys.
You people are degenerates.
That's it unfortunately is the truth, because when I see it on the Facebook pages and all that stuff, yeah, things like this are usually more guys doing this to guys.
Really?
Yeah.
That's a no. That's a snap decline in my book.
That's a cancel. Immediate cancel.
That's cancel, snap decline, whatever you want. Yeah,
now if it's like Sally or Kira or something, she's a good looker in her picture. It's like, Bro, just kidding.
If I had FST, maybe if I had FST, right? That's or a Waymo,
Why would you be in the car if it was a Waymo?
Yeah, if the car was a Waymo,
some people just want to get off.
So Waymo is going to have a service now. Waymo is going to you get in the car and then they can send you happy ending.
It gives a whole new meaning to Waymo.
Waymo.
Jerkin.
No. See, again, do you know we have 2 live streams? No, we don't have 2 live streams.
Yes, we do have 2 live streams. We have the vertical, and then we have the horizontal. If you like the horizontal, don't click the one with the cell phone. If you like the one that's vertical, click the one with the cell phone.
Yeah, there you go.
Some people like either or. So some people like the vertical because the way they have their phone, so it's easier for them. Some people like the horizontal. It's preference. Some people like watching on the computer, on the TV. Maybe they're driving and listening. So it just depends.
Yeah. All right. So okay, we have a victim.
What's going on?
Holy shit, Jeff! You lost weight, Jeff.
How's Norma doing?
The Norma's doing great. How are you guys?
Good.
We're doing good. So Jeff is our I'm going to say new contributor. He's not a new driver, but it's a wonderful job he does with his videos, where you guys can learn a lot. In fact, the last one did the best, and he had more compliments on that video that I expected. And I'm like, there you go, Jeff. It's not all bad.
Well, if I help one person, I've done my job.
Yes,
I
you
owe
have.
you. I owe you guys a lot, and
You don't owe us
I'm
shit,
going to
bro.
keep sending you stuff. And I like the picture you used on the thumbnail. The guy's a lot better looking than I am.
No, I
You
know.
know
No,
what?
you lost a lot of
That
weight. I think we
let
can
me
use
tell
your
you
picture now.
that thank ChatGPT because I said make me a thumbnail for I literally in DaVinci it can script out or it'll get all the words out for you, so it'll literally get the script. So I just plugged that into ChatGPT and I said make a thumbnail on that, and that's what it spit out. And now it just makes the same guy every time. I'm like, okay.
Well,
Yeah, I
I want to
noticed that
stick
it
to
was
the
the same guy.
topic. I'm losing a lot of weight. I think I told you I cut salt out of my diet because of my triple bypass, and it's really changed a lot.
Yeah.
So,
Cut all the whites, salt, sugar, flour, all the shit, and you'll be good.
well, I have to eat something. I need energy.
Grass. You can eat grass.
So I want to stick to the topic because I know on these things you like to do that.
Okay.
All I want to do in 2026 is keep giving. I don't really call them hacks. It's just things I've learned over my life that have worked for me in business. And rideshare is a business. It's your business. And I look, 6,000 people watched that last video. I'm really humbled. I mean, I used to talk as an executive to maybe 500, 1,000 people at the companies I worked for. But for 6,000 people to see a video, and as you guys know, they're very crude. I'm not on any social media. I'm not tech savvy. But and again, the comments are nice. I love the hate comments, and I always respond to every one of them because at least they're watching.
Well,
And,
you get used to that. You get used to that after a while.
yeah,
But no, seriously, Jeff, we appreciate obviously what you're doing, and believe me, actually some of the best videos are the ones that have no frills, no editing. It's just going, and it's as you said, if out of that 6,000 people, 6 people learn something from that and taught to another 6 people, that would be our goal. You know what I'm saying? Because
yeah,
as
and
big as
look,
we are, our reach is not like whatever. But no, we appreciate what you're doing. And Harry is back, so I'm gonna have a talk with him probably tomorrow or the next day. We need to pay this
that's
man,
up to
Chris.
you. By the way, I also have my Robinhood account for the last month, and I've been putting money in there after every one of my last rides. Although you see some of my rides, I'm making a good amount of money. It's pretty hard for me to send that
No,
$130
no,
to
but
Robinhood.
Well,
but look, well, no, you did that on that last video. I mean, those 2 rides, where I would have taken those rides. I was like, go on now.
But my point is, like, when I see the hate mail, which is what I call it, like, again, everyone, if people just had a positive attitude, there are half the population or more, when they have a new challenge, they'll think of 100 reasons why something won't work. If you just put that time into thinking of 100 reasons why it would work, that's a better use of your time. Time is limited. And, Chris, you did a video about 7 months ago. I think I wrote you on this, but I know how busy you are, about wings.
mhm.
That day I applied for wings. I've been doing NEMT for 6 months, and I'm working on a video to show the positive and the negative. And it's, first of all, in Florida, they pay $1 a mile, and every trip's a round trip. So there's no dead miles. But there's so much more to it, and I'll send it to you guys. Even if you don't want to do anything with it, just to thank you, Chris. I mean, I have a ride tomorrow that's $318. It's 154 miles each way. I have 2 hours to kill in the middle. I'll put my Lyft app on a 5 mile radius while I'm waiting for the patient to get done with chemotherapy. And if I make an extra 50 or $60 while I'm waiting, and there's no downtime. Now, there are
Yeah,
a
I
lot of
mean,
negatives, but
look,
again, I never stop learning. I'm going to be 61 years old in a couple of months. Again, I don't do this as anything other than a love for what I do, like the Sunshine Man. And, there's no secrets. I don't want to answer for him, but there's no secret to why he's successful. He likes what he does. He gives the rider more than expected. I mean,
yeah,
you go out to eat. Are you ever wowed by customer service anymore in this country?
Nope.
no,
People are crying for people to be nice to them.
Yeah.
That's why he makes tips.
Yeah.
He doesn't cry to them. Oh, Lyft doesn't pay me this. Lyft doesn't pay me that. We can't control that. So anyway, I'm going to send you my Robinhood statement every month because I want, again, I asked you for some advice and you mentioned a couple of things and I've been putting it in there. And you know what? It'll be for my 2 kids and my grandson. But if you never have it, you never know what's missing. So the minute I do that last ride, I go right onto Robinhood. I deposit that money and whatever happens, happens.
Well, then we have actually that's taking hold because I just texted with Matt from Boston. He's doing one last trip at the end of the shift and putting that into his Robinhood account. So I think that would be an amazing thing if every single driver, at least who watches us, does something like that. The one extra trip, $5, $8, $10, $50, $100 in your case, whatever. We all know they're not going to be killers, but just one extra trip and dump it in something, and you guys will be amazed. The power of compounding will take over after a little bit, and you will be amazed what that turns into. And that's my new mission in life, by the way, financial literacy. So,
well, I just want to again say thank you to both of you who've given me this platform, and also to the people who take the time to respond and watch the videos. Again, I don't think I'm God. I'm not better than anyone else, but I'll never stop trying to win. That's the difference. Everyone's life is full of roadblocks. You can either turn around and go home or smash through the roadblocks. The choice is yours. Uber and Lyft aren't the reason you're in trouble and you're driving. But take everything they give you and formulate a plan to stay ahead of these scumbags. And that's what they are. But sometimes you have to deal with that. We don't like certain countries in the world, but we still have business relationships with them.
yeah.
You have to separate the two.
Yep.
So thank you guys so much. And maybe next time I'll be as skinny as Chris. And you never know. And I do want to meet you again. And maybe, my health will let me come out to herbivore. What is
Herbivore.
Herbivore.
In April, you got time. So
as much as I hate California, I'd come there to see you.
I mean, what is there to hate in California? It's a wonderful
yeah.
Well,
how much time you have?
No, I was being facetious.
I heard California lost $1 trillion in wealth over the last month because of people moving out.
Because they put the tax on the billionaire tax, 5%. They're all leaving the country. I mean, shit state, moving somewhere else. But Jeff, no, we want to thank you, and then I will talk to Harry, and then we need to pay this man, Chris, because.
Hey, look.
Hey, I don't control the purse strings.
I don't mind investing.
I will talk
there you
to
go.
Harry. Yeah, know your worth. Exactly. Right there.
Right.
That's it right there. Well, Jeff, thank you. You're
so
looking
much,
good.
And now I can watch everybody else.
Take
Have
care.
a great day.
Thanks,
stay positive.
Stay healthy. Stay safe.
Yep.
Thank you.
I mean, honestly, that's one of the biggest things is it comes down to mentality and your perception. If you are going to have a shitty perception, it's going to rub off on somebody else, and they're going to be, they're not going to like it because negativity breeds negativity. And, if you're going to be positive about something or look for the good in something, even though it may be absolute shit, if you can still look for the good, you're going to have a much better mindset. You're going to feel much better, and you're going to attract the people that are going to have a positive outlook. That's what is people. That's what's happening with people when it comes down to these types of things. So that's a big thing. Donnie, what's going on? How you doing?
Oh my God, we're in trouble now.
How do I get on this thing?
The king of Mississippi is here. Hold on a second.
Oh no.
You're on. What's going
on? You're on, bro. You're on.
Do you hear me now?
Hey,
how's it going? I'm knocking on 30,000.
Nice.
30,000 what?
Knocking on 30,000. Hey, how about this, guys? Positive. $30 surge from 11 o'clock till 4 o'clock in the morning. You saw my stats. I did 30 rides, 30 pops, over $1,100 for New Year's. Hallelujah.
Woo. Hallelujah. Listen, Donnie, are you still accepting every trip?
Okay. You're going to love this.
Yeah, I hope so.
Since they invented this thing called Trip Radar, that is the best cherry picking tool that anybody can have. Because listen to this. Hold the phone. Here's the deal. When they hit me with a go 23 minutes somewhere, all I have to do is hit a certain button, but I can't tell you what button that is. Because Uber will take it away from me. But I do have, I'm one of the rare drivers. I'm the godfather, been there 10 years, and I have auto accept. The new drivers, for some reason, and the older drivers, they took that away. I don't know why, but I still have auto accept. But once the trip radar comes up, I take care of it. I don't take it. And it doesn't count against me unless it comes exclusively to me. I don't even do any long driving no more. How about
you
that?
don't do Mississippi to Louisiana drives anymore?
They pay you $52 for 202 miles.
Oh,
What?
no. Oh, so you're declining trips then?
Well, they send them to me.
Okay.
But if you don't click on them, you don't get them.
I know that much.
But
I know.
they never give me anything exclusive, because these knuckleheads that they need to break their fingers, they grab those up thinking it's a lot of money, but they already grab it, so it never comes to me. So it's the best cherry picking tool I've ever had in my life. I never have to go further than maybe 15 or 20 minutes to go get anybody ever anymore.
Are you still driving your what is it? Yukon? Not Yukon. What was it? Are you still driving your
Suburban?
Oh, there it is. Okay.
But I have two. I have two Suburbans. I bought one for 10,000 cash. I bought the other one for 13,000 cash, and I alternate back and forth. One's got 350,000 miles. The other one has 280,000 miles.
Wow.
Okay. I made $113,000 this year. 100,000. I made 100K every year.
Okay, but we have to tell Donnie is in a special place. He's in Biloxi, Mississippi.
It's the second largest casino market.
It's the second largest casino market, and then he's like this, very talkable, very lovable, likable, and he fucking kills the tips.
I guarantee you, I probably have close to the top 10 tip ratios of all drivers. I guarantee you. I get at least $20,000 in tips a year.
I believe it. I believe it.
Yes.
Anyway, so Donnie, we love you. Be safe. Take care. We got to run, but
take care. Be well. You guys got to get. Hey, I got your spot at any of the casinos, convention center. When you come here to do a road show, I told you that before. I got all of your free crab legs, and I have you a spot in any of the casinos. We can set up a conference room, or we can do it outside, or we can do it inside. We can do it on the town green. I got you. Lights sound.
Well, if we get there, we're just going to go to strip clubs, man. We're not going to do those.
Yes.
What are you talking about?
Well, we can't do the show from there. We do.
Hey, show me the money. Show me the money from a
stripper's point of view.
But let me tell you, I do have the strippers in here all the time, but they have a special website. It's called, ChristianMidgetStrippers.com.
That's Donnie for you guys right there. Donnie Disco from Biloxi, Mississippi. We love you, Donnie. Be well.
Thanks, man.
Take care of yourself.
All right, brother.
Thanks.
I think we're going to end it with Donnie, bro.
And again, it comes down to attitude. So yes, Donnie was a 100% acceptance ride driver, but it sounds like he is able to enjoy a little thing called Trip Radar, which allows him to see a ride and not take any issue with his acceptance rate. So he can still be 100% acceptance.
We need to figure that one out. We need to figure that
figured it out. So
hey, I don't know.
Welcome to the Cherry Picker Club,
Donnie. Yeah. Anyway, so that's the show for you guys today. We love you. We take, look, listen.
What info do you need on Robinhood? It is a trading account.
Well, yeah, you get like extra shares, $5 worth of shares, and then whoever's referring you gets $5. Okay, whoever has one, put it in here. I have one, but I don't know what it is. I can't get it. But plug for my website. A lot of good things coming up. Potential collaborations, but we'll find out shortly. Please go subscribe to a free newsletter. In fact, the newsletter, Johan effed up.
And put it out today.
Yesterday, he effed up. He went out today. He scheduled it for today at noon as opposed to Monday at noon. So every Monday you will get an amazing newsletter. And today's article is wonderful.
Your money is getting weaker, and you probably don't even notice.
You bet you. He talks about all the suffering.
Inflation.
Yeah. It's called inflation. So go check it out. It's free newsletter. All I'm asking is for your email. Put it in there. There are already 14, 15 amazing articles in there. Smash the like button, like Matt says. Matt is doing that one more trip and dumping the money in Bitcoin or his Robinhood account. Matt's one of those people. I want that to be a religion this year. I want all of you to open a Robinhood account, Schwab account, TD Ameritrade account, whatever the fuck account you want to open, Coinbase account. Go do one extra trip. Whatever that money is, 5, 10, 20, 50, whatever, that does not go into your pocket. That goes into your investment account.
Yep.
You have to invest. You're in charge of your financial future, not the government. Government's not going to give you shit. They're going to gaslight you and F you with it. Unless you have rich parents, which I don't think we do. Nobody's coming to save you except you. So I'm going to teach you all this year, hopefully. We expand, and financial literacy is a must for everyone, but specifically the gig worker. Do one extra trip and dump that money into that. Buy an index fund. There's a lot of great articles. You can already learn. There's a lot of, I'm not going to say investing for dummies, but that's what I kind of want to do. Because most people get intimidated by investing or all this stuff. We're going to keep it simple, stupid. Just do it over long periods of time. That money will turn from a snowball to an avalanche. Trust me, folks. So there you go.
Yep. Go invest and blow it all on strippers at Donnie's spot.
No. We don't touch. That's not stripper money. That's not. We don't touch that money. That money is not to be touched. You could use that for a rainy day fund. You could use that for anything. So, but you're gonna be left behind if you don't invest. So we're done, Chris. Go Bills.
Go Bills.
I forgot my jersey again today. I was wearing it on Sunday though.
Yep.
I forgot it. And so who are we playing next?
Denver.
Oh,
Saturday
shit.
at 4:30. 4:30
at home or away?
At Denver.
Oh fuck.
So
they're used to the cold, so it should be all right.
Yeah, it's the elevation though. A little different from being a mile high.
That last pass down the middle with about a minute to go, when he was getting blitzed and there was a guy 6'3", 300 pounds in his face, and he flipped it, and that pass,
that was a beautiful pass.
That was just like fuck, man.
And then how about the 10-yard tush push that got him down to the one?
I wasn't even watching because I know they're going to quarterback sneak. My daughter, as you know, is a huge Buffalo fan. We're all have jerseys watching the game. She started screaming. I'm going like he got the first down. He goes, no, they pushed him into the fucking end zone. I'm like, you got to be shitting me.
Just about, yeah.
They gave him a ride, bro. Yeah. Anyway, thank you, everyone.
All right. Thank you. We'll see you guys next week. And go Bills. And get out there and make that cash.